Welcome to a monthly devotion. Today our devotion is taken from Romans chapter 8 verse 15, and it says, "So you have not received a spirit that makes you fearful slaves. Instead, you received God's Spirit when He adopted you as His own children. Now we call Him Abba Father." What is your identity? Who do you say you are? Who do people say you are? They say it's a sense of self and a sense of worth. Whatever makes you significant, what makes you confident, when you know yourself and your sense of worth, you know your identities, they say. Well, we are mistaken, friends. When we say my identity comes from my inner feelings, people say it all the time. This is who I am. A famous author by the name of C.S. Lewis once said, "We are not proud of having money, but we are proud of having more money than the next person. We're not proud of being smart, but we are proud of being smarter. Or we are proud of being a good singer or musician, but we are proud of being a better singer and a better musician than somebody else." The moment you find somebody who's better than you are in any area of your life, suddenly your self-esteem goes down the drain, so to speak. Why? Because any identity that is achieved rather than received has to be excluding. In other words, you feel better because people are not as good as you are. These people are not as smart as you are. These people are not as hardworking as you are. And these people are not as rich as you. And that's how you feel good about yourself, by looking at them and rubbishing them. And that's how it's going to work. So, what kind of identity do we need? What kind of identity we as believers, as Christians, need to know? You can't name yourself. You need somebody from outside to speak to you. What kind of person should this be? If you get your self-worth from your boss, an individual, or loved ones, what happens when they let you down, which they might? Where would your self-worth go? It cannot be from a person who is up and down and unstable depending on how well you perform. You need to know, friends, that the Lord of the universe loves you. That should give you the most powerful basis for a stable identity possible. And is it based on your performance? No. If it's not based on your performance, it's not only stable, but you don't need to look down at somebody else. So how do we get that? We need to understand and know that we are adopted into God's family. That's a new identity. That you're a citizen of heaven. That's our new identity. That you're united with Christ. And that is your new identity, friends. Jesus doesn't only show up by giving us a new name, He died for us. So you have something stable and you know who you are. So you have an identity, not achieve, but receive. Believe, dear friends, that He died for you. That should be the very foundation of your life. You've got to learn how, when you are struggling with what culture says about your identity, that you're not good looking, that you're not smart enough, that you're not this or you're not that, you've got to know how to pull up your identity to the top. That you are a son or a daughter of the Most High God, that your Father is going to look after you, He loves you, He cares for you, He died for you. That's where you get your identity. Read His Word every day, friends, and remind yourself who you are and whose you are. Have a blessed month. Amen.